Almost everyone wants success, a better life, more freedom, more confidence, a sense of progress. You imagine it clearly. You can almost feel what it would be like to finally arrive. And yet, when it comes time to do the work, the boring, uncomfortable, repetitive work, you hesitate. You delay, you avoid, and you begin to question yourself. If I want this so badly, why don't I act like it? Let's be clear about one thing. The answer is not laziness. Most people who avoid the work are not lazy. They are overwhelmed, afraid, or emotionally conflicted. See, wanting success is easy because it lives in your imagination. It's a clean, exciting picture of the future. But the work? The work lives in reality. And reality demands something from you every day, not just when you feel inspired. The work is messy. It involves uncertainty, slow progress, and the constant risk of failing, whether in public or just in your own eyes. So often, avoidance comes directly from fear, not from a lack of desire. It's the fear of not being good enough, the fear of wasting all that effort on something that goes nowhere. Or maybe the deepest fear of all, the fear of discovering that you tried your absolute best and still fell short. Another major reason we avoid the work is because success has become too abstract. You want the result, but the steps to get there feel unclear or just way too large. When a goal feels overwhelming, the brain naturally looks for relief. Distraction becomes a form of comfort. Procrastination becomes a form of protection. You're not avoiding the work because you don't care. You're re-avoiding it because you care so much and you just don't know where to start. It feels safer to do nothing than to do the wrong thing. Then there's a deeper conflict. You want success, but you are also deeply attached to comfort. Real, meaningful progress asks you to trade your familiar ease for unfamiliar effort. Your current habits, the ones you want to change, are actually there to protect you from discomfort, even if they're also the very things keeping you stuck. Given the choice, the brain will almost always pick short-term comfort over long-term growth, unless you consciously train it to do otherwise. There's also a hidden reason tied to your identity. You might want the life of a successful writer, artist, or entrepreneur, but you don't yet see yourself as someone who consistently does the work. When your actions conflict with your identity usually wins. So you wait, you plan, you think and you strategize. But you don't actually move. You're waiting to feel like that person, instead of realizing you become that person through action. Perfectionism plays a huge role here too. You tell yourself, I'll start when I'm ready, or I'll begin when conditions are perfect, or I'll do it once I feel more confident. But readiness is a feeling that rarely just shows up on its own. Waiting for the perfect moment is just another form of avoidance, cleverly disguised as responsible preparation. It's a trap that keeps you in a state of permanent planning. And let's not forget the weight of expectation. When a goal feels incredibly important, every single action you take feels heavy. You feel this immense pressure to do it right, to make every minute count, and that pressure can be paralyzing. It can freeze you completely. In that moment, doing nothing feels so much safer than doing something imperfectly. But here's the truth that changes everything. Success is not built by intensity. It is built by consistency. The people who actually move forward are not necessarily more motivated or more talented than you. They are simply more willing to do the small, unremarkable work every day without needing an immediate reward. They've learned how to separate their effort from their emotions. They act even when they don't feel like it. They show up when they're uninspired. So if you want to stop avoiding the work, you have to make the work smaller. I don't mean easier, I mean smaller. Reduce the task until your resistance to it drops. Stop asking yourself to change your entire life in one day. Instead, just ask yourself to take one single step. Write one page. Meditate for 1 minute. Make one phone call. Pick one action that feels so small you almost can't fail. You also need to detach your self-worth from the outcome. The work you do is not a test of your value as a person. It is simply practice. That's it. Progress comes from the act of showing up repeatedly, not from the pressure of proving yourself with every attempt. Each day is just another rep, another chance to practice. And most importantly, stop waiting to feel like the person who deserves success. You become that person by doing the work while you're still doubting yourself, while you're still uncomfortable, and while you're still imperfect. The person you want to be is forged in the discomfort of action, not in the comfort of waiting. You don't avoid the work because you don't want success. You avoid it because success requires you to face discomfort before you get the reward. And that learning to face discomfort is a skill. It's something you can learn, practice, and master, one small step at a time. If this message resonated with you, please take a moment to like this video, and maybe share it with someone you know who feels stuck between their desire and their action. And don't forget to subscribe for more quiet reminders about discipline, growth, and becoming who you want to be. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.